This Sunday I am turning 31 and my parents are coming to visit me in the van. I have a lot to do. That is why I'm procrastinating and making you a video of 31 truths, thoughts and things that I learned before turning 31. As an unconventional 30-year-old. Life advice that nobody asked for. I did have plans to make this I do this scene in here and this scene here. Guys, today the tripod's not tripoding, the lighting's not lighting, and I don't know. Okay, so we're just gonna do 30 to your face. Let's start with some harsh truths. Number 1, life is not fair, and the sooner you accept it, the sooner you'll be happier. Have you ever played sports or watched sports? The person screaming at the ref that something is not fair, have they ever got the ref to say, you know what, you're right? Well, imagine life as a referee. They're not going to change their mind, so move on with the game of life. Number 2, working hard does not guarantee results, but not working hard will definitely not guarantee you results. So work hard with no expectations, and let's just see what happens. Number 3, actions have consequences. I say this 100 times a day. This works for things that are good, actions have consequences, and things that are bad, actions have consequences. So before you make an action, remember it has a consequence. I've already lost track of the numbers. I'm going to say number 4. Don't lie to yourself. Lies are for your exes. By not lying to yourself, you build trust and confidence in yourself. Be careful what you say, because your mind is listening and it's connected to your body. Learn self-control, self-discipline, and delayed gratification. If you want something in the future, you have to sacrifice now. And with today's dopamine overpowering, indulgent, whatever society we're living in, it's quite hard. But if you learn self-control, you'll come out on top. Stress. Learn to manage it. Stress will make your body sick. This is coming from someone who worked about 10 years in healthcare. And on a more superficial note, it will also make you less attractive. If someone's stressing you out, think, is this person worth the gray hairs and wrinkles? And you will be cutting a lot of people out of your life. This is a quote I heard, which is very, very true. Don't take yourself too seriously. Nobody makes it out alive. Speaking of not making it out alive, sometimes you need to just zoom out and realize you are on a floating rock that goes around a ball of fire, breathing in air that is made by a tree. This tree makes fruit that we eat, but when we die, we go back in the ground as soil for the tree to eat us. So is your problem really a problem? Question everything. You know that annoying kid that's like, but why? But why? But why though? But why? Be that annoying kid. Learn to be uncomfortable. Comfort is killing us. Wow, there's a lot of death there. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's go to fear of failure. This is my little fear of failure theory. If you are afraid of knocking on the wrong door, the alternative to never knocking on the wrong door, which is basically trying, is standing in a hallway for your whole life, never picking a door because you're too afraid that you're going to knock on the wrong one. Does that make sense? If you knock on the wrong door, you say, oh, sorry, wrong house, turn around, and you choose again. Don't let one wrong choice stop you from making more choices. Choose, learn, repeat. Some of these will hit, some of these will not. Take the ones that serve you, leave the ones that don't. If it makes sense to you, it does not have to make sense to anybody else. This is one of the most powerful ones. When I bought the van, everyone was like, WTF? And then everyone was like, great idea. Yeah, I know. Other people's fears are not your fears. Do not take them with you. You have your own. You have enough. Don't wait for others to get excited about your ideas. Start where you are with what you have and do what you can. When people see your determination and your passion, they'll want to help. And that's exactly what happened with this van. Learn to be alone. At some point in your life, as sad as this sounds, you're probably going to end up alone. The quicker you learn how to be alone, the easier it will be. But be careful, it's kind of addictive. Figure out who you are and then just be that. It is tiring to try and be somebody else, and if people don't like you who you are, at least you know. What's that saying? Be yourself. Everybody else is taken. Live, laugh, love. Travel. Full stop. Exclamation point. Just travel. Back to that whole the trees eat us thing. You are not a tree. Not yet anyway. So move. You are not stuck in one place. If you don't like something, change it. Move. You might not be able to move today. Like if you don't like your job today, you might not be able to just decide not to go tomorrow. But put a plan in place. You are not a tree yet. You teach people how to treat you. It's not what people call you, it's what you answer to. There's this thing, and it's like, if someone called you a purple polar bear, you'd be like, because you know you're not a purple polar bear. So if someone called you stupid, unless you think you're stupid, you shouldn't react. You know what I mean? Because you're not stupid. What people say about you is absolutely none of your business. Give out what you want back. Don't take things so personally. It's probably not even about you. This is my theory. Everyone is walking around with headphones in, like at a silent disco. At a silent disco, they play like 2-3 different tracks, so everyone's listening to different music. Except everyone's listening in the whole world to different music. So they got their headphones in, you got your headphones in. You're listening to completely different music. On top of that, everyone's wearing like these, what are they called? Virtual reality glasses. So they're looking at a completely different situation than you. And this is how I see the world. So one person is like listening to jazz and watching a rom-com, while the other person is listening to heavy metal and watching a horror movie. And I think that's just how everyone moves through life. So don't take things so personal. It's not even about you. They're not even watching the same movie. This advice a lady once taught me about relationships, but I think it applies to all of life. She said, I was going to say that you'll find someone, but the truth is you might not, and that's okay. But you have to try if you want to. And I think this can be put into any situation in life. Things might work out, they might not, and that's okay. But you need to try if you want something. I'm going to do a few on health and your body while I show you this random bite. I don't know if you can... Can you... Yeah. I drew around it because it was spreading, but I don't know what's just be biting me here, but I'm highly allergic. Anyways, back to the inspiration. This was in my clinic for like 10 years or however long I was working. You have one body. Take care of it. Without your health, you have nothing. Remember that. Make time to appreciate things while you still have them. Ever get a blocked nose and you're like, oh, remember when my nose could breathe? Why don't you just appreciate it when it can breathe? On that note, gratitude is key to life. There's always something to be grateful for. Write things down. I'm saying this slowly because I actually need to hear this too. I used to journal quite a bit, and sometimes I read back over them and I'm like mind blown, but I also don't do it enough. And then sometimes I'm like, what the hell did I even do with my year? And I forget everything. So I think write things down. 1, journaling about your life, thoughts and everything that happens. 2, to-do lists, just to get everything done. To-do lists are king. And then 3rd, make a brave list. This is something I just started recently. A brave list. Things that I need to be brave to do, like send an email or ask for something that I don't think I am entitled to or something, you know, something that you wouldn't normally do. A list of things that if you were feeling brave, you would do them. I think my audience is like, I think 60-40 women to men. So this might not apply to the men. But what I say is, after years of working with men who sometimes which this is not a criticism, by the way, I admire you. Sometimes they do things outside of their capabilities. They apply for jobs or go for things that I'm like, I wouldn't do that. And then they get it and I'm like, I could have got that. I'm better than you. So sometimes I say, what would a boy do? And then I do that. Create more, consume less. I have no idea how many I've said, so hope somebody's counting. Best of luck to my editor. People. There's people. There's people. I think I had one on push yourself outside your comfort zone. So I'm just going to keep recording while these people look at me. Stop holding on to things so tightly. I think we should just go through life with our arms open, and whatever comes, comes, and if it wants to stay, it can stay. If it wants to leave, it can leave. This is for people, opportunities, whatever, anything. Arms open, hands open, come, welcome, leave if you want to. Stop holding on to things so tightly. Maybe they're not meant for you. Maybe there's something better meant for you. I'm going to leave you with my last one and some questions to ask yourself. When I had a dream and it was like, I saw these words, life is a dream, so don't forget to play. And it's so true. So here are some questions for you. You're given one shot in this life. One game. Are you happy with the character you've chosen? Is this really how you would want to play your only chance at this game? How long have you been stuck on the same level? Are you having fun? Have you given up? Hopefully this inspired you. I am now going to go clean my van, so my parents think I'm an organized person at the age of 30. Not yet 31. Hopefully I will make you a little birthday vlog. Probably not, because I don't know, there'll be people and then I have to eat the cake and stuff. So see you next time.